It's Matt's D21, and here's a little bit of an update of what's going on with it. I know it's been at least a year or so since this thing quickly got revived and then quickly blew itself up. Well, since then, this is the third time around rebuilding the trans, and now everything works and it's driving around, except we don't have fourth gear. It's not trying to shift to fourth gear, and I think it's due to a issue with wiring. This truck's always had this issue. I'd say about 10 years ago, this connector right here, which I believe goes to input speed sensor on this thing, or the manual calls it a revolution sensor. And basically mice ate this wire down to the nub on one of these, and it's since just been crimped really shittily like this forever, and that doesn't seem to be working anymore. So really hard to get a hold of one of these sensors, and really hard to deal with the wiring too, because the cable for it is it's kind of like a coax cable where it has a shielding around it, so it's kind of difficult to just splice. So that's part of the issue, but we got that. Other than that, it's driving fine. And we're sorting out some little minor issues that are going on with it now before it finally hits the road. Matt has put on some really fancy looking brakes on it. Still have an issue with a couple of the Escalade chrome wheels leaking air here and there. He's done the rear suspension as well. The underside of this thing is actually really nice. It actually also just came back from exhaust shop, so it has a full new exhaust put in it. And now we're chasing the cause of that disaster right there. Matt had these valve covers painted really, really nice. Probably like at least 10 coats of this blue and then some clear on top of that. And a major fuel leak just immediately disintegrated that. So that kind of sucks, but we're now fixing the fuel system, putting in one that's similar to what's in North Star with AN6 line for him. And the original fuel filter lying there used to be kind of wrapped like this, and it pointed straight up, and it was attached to a Nissan bracket down there. Well, we fabricated and I welded a bracket here for it to go on. He'll paint it later. And now the AN style fuel filter is clamped right there. Super easy access. Auto meter, auto gauge, fuel pressure gauge right there. And I'm working on the AN lines tonight, which is always a challenge. And I'm not sure where I put my one fitting at that I was putting together. Oh, it's because I was about to work on it, but let me show you what this is going to look like real quick. It's going to place, if I don't drop it, right kind of like that, somewhere like that. There's going to be this nice, straight little piece of hose right there. And that's going to look fantastic. And then the return line is right there, and I haven't quite decided how I wanted to loop that yet, but we've got our hard line down there, and it converts to AN, comes up here, got a 90. So that's all looking really nice. And JBL is complaining that its battery's low, but I think the cord is in the school bus at the moment, so I'll have to go and retrieve that, I suppose. What else is wrong with this thing? Oh, I think the starter needs space. When it runs right now, it sounds like it's still like spinning the starter. It kind of gets worse as it warms up. It sounds like the starter's too close, like it needs to be shimmed back a little bit. Other than that, I mean, it's good. It handles fantastic. The suspension revive is awesome. The brakes are awesome, and it seems good. It comes up to temperature and holds temperature fine. I mean, we tested, made sure got the trans up to temp, and the fan came on for back here. Later, Matt's adding a bunch of stuff to make this work, and I think ports are going to go in here, so this all gets sealed up and exhaust out the top or something. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing with that yet, but at the moment that works. It was really interesting because I thought that before we added that, I thought that the stock cooler was stupid in the radiator, especially since the fact that the radiator internally exploded and coolant went into the transmission. And upon going through the rebuild, we added a Transgo shift kit to this thing, and right at the top of the paper page that they send you, it says, ditch the stock cooler, it's trash, buy an aftermarket cooler of whatever it was, at least 13,000 or something. And that's what we had already just done, was add this guy. I add one of these coolers to every single car I own. Suburban has it, this thing has it, Northstar has it, we had a Jeep that used to have it, my truck had it. So we add it to everything with an automatic transmission, and it really, really helps. We have not had any transmissions overheat on any car that has had that installed. So those will save your life. Anywho's, that's about where this truck is at right now. Gotta fix this electronic issue that's preventing fourth from happening, and stop this thing from leaking fuel, and a couple other little tweaks, and I think it'll be ready to be on the road again after, oh gosh, this is starting to come up on 10 years now. So long project, but it's finally starting to come together.